Hey guys, Chris at Highline Guitars. Thought I would shoot some videos showing where things stand on my current build. This is going to be a 7-string multi-scale fan fret guitar, and I'm currently in the process of shooting and posting videos showing how I made the neck. The neck is completely finished, and I always make my necks first. I like to have the neck completely done before I even start making the body. That way I can use the heel of the neck to lay out the neck pocket. And even though this is all CNC machined, I still like to be able to measure the neck as it finishes up to get the exact dimensions that I'm going to need for the neck pocket. So, but what I'm doing today is I'm doing all the finish sanding, and I started out with some fairly coarse 80 grit, and 80 grit allows me to get the surface very consistent, and by that I mean no high spots, no low spots. Everything is level and smooth, even around these curves. I hate lumpy curves, so typically I'll use a wood sanding block with the 80 grit and then work my way around it. And then once I'm done with that, I can start moving through all the different grades of sandpaper, and this is 100 grit, and then I don't have any around here, but then I go to 120, and then I move on to 150, and today I'll finish with 220, and I'll be ready to start applying the finish. And speaking of finishes, this is kind of I like to look at guitars as sort of like a blank canvas, and a lot of times I'm not even really sure how I'm going to finish it, or what colors or such. And I do know that I'm going to be doing a hand rubbed oil finish, but as far as color, I really haven't decided yet. And since I'm going to be, since the neck has a maple fretboard that's just been sealed in nitrocellulose, I want to make sure I go with a color that's going to contrast nicely with it. And I think what I'm going to do is probably do an oil-based amber stain, which I'll apply, and I'll be doing that in the next couple of days, and I'll probably shoot some video of that. But I've also done the control cavity cover, and when I do these, what I like to do is make the cover. It was CNC'd, so the finish or the fit was very tight all the way around. So I sanded it slightly undersized and then rounded the edges, and I do that so that down the road, if the wood shrinks or expands, I don't have to worry about it bowing or cracking the wood. And I like to round the edges of the cover and the edges around where it's going to fit in, so that removing the cover over and over isn't going to result in wood getting chipped. So, and then this is the badge that I created for it, and it's just going to fit down flush like that. So, and then there'll be 4 screws to hold it in place. So I'm going to get back to sanding, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll start applying the finish. And after that, we're only days away from finishing up this guitar, so stay tuned.